In 80 AD, the Roman Empire reached its zenith. Rome was the greatest city in the world, home to over 1 million people. At its heart stood a new marvel that redefined spectacle, engineering, and the very concept of entertainment: the Flavian Amphitheater, known to us as the Colosseum. Thanks to surviving Roman records, architectural remains, and modern AI reconstruction, we can step back nearly 2,000 years to witness the Colosseum during its inaugural games under Emperor Titus. These images recreate the scale, the engineering, and the atmosphere of that transformative moment when Rome celebrated its engineering triumph and imperial power. Tonight we journey inside the Colosseum during its opening in 80 AD. Our journey begins before dawn as the first crowds arrive. The Colosseum could hold between 50,000 and 80,000 spectators, making it the largest amphitheater ever built. 80 massive gates, called vomitoria, allowed everyone to enter and find their seats in under 15 minutes. Wooden benches filled rapidly as plebeians claimed the upper levels, while senators and equestrians took their assigned marble seats lower down. The emperor's private box, the imperial podium, overlooked the arena from the northern side, elevated and protected by a marble balustrade. Surrounding it sat the cream of Roman society: senators in their togas, equestrians, vestal virgins, and foreign dignitaries. Even women and children attended, though relegated to the upper tiers. This was a public holiday for all classes, uniting Rome in shared spectacle. As the morning sun rose over the Capitoline Hill, the Velarium unfurled. This enormous awning, the largest ever created, stretched over 3/4 of the arena, using 240 massive wooden masts anchored to the outer ring. Roman sailors, experts in rigging, climbed the masts and ropes to deploy it, creating instant shade for 50,000 spectators. The Velarium transformed the Colosseum from a sun-baked oven into a cool theater, demonstrating Rome's mastery of practical engineering. Beneath the arena lay the Hypogeum, an underground labyrinth that made the Colosseum unlike any previous amphitheater. 32 elevators powered by slaves turning capstans or treadwheels could lift animals, scenery, or gladiators onto the arena floor through trapdoors. Corridors, cages, and service tunnels connected 36 animal cages to the lifts. This hidden world made spectacles appear through magic, hiding the immense labor required. The morning program began with venationes, staged animal hunts that showcased the empire's reach. Lions from Africa, bears from the Alps, tigers from the east, and even exotic rhinoceroses emerged from the Hypogeum through the elevators. Venatores, professional hunters armed with spears and nets, faced these beasts before cheering crowds. The inaugural games featured 9,000 animals over 100 days, with 5,000 displayed on the first day alone. Emperor Titus himself participated, riding into the arena in a triumphal chariot pulled by elephants. The crowd's roar must have been deafening, amplified by the Colosseum's elliptical shape. This was not merely entertainment, but imperial propaganda, demonstrating Rome's dominion over nature and distance. As midday approached, the focus shifted to gladiatorial combat. The Colosseum hosted the legendary bout between Priscus and Verus, two equally skilled fighters whose battle lasted hours. Martial, the Roman poet, recorded their struggle as perfectly matched, with both men wounded multiple times yet refusing to yield. In a rare gesture, Titus awarded both fighters wooden swords of freedom, their only loss being to each other. Different gladiator types brought variety to the spectacle. The retiarius wielded a weighted net and trident against the heavily armed Murmillo with his large rectangular shield and gladius sword. The Threx, with his small round shield and curved Sika dagger, faced the Hoplomachus in Greek-style panoply. Each matchup showcased different skills and weapons, turning combat into a technical display. The engineering marvels continued. Sand, or harina, covered the arena floor to absorb moisture and provide footing. During intermissions, fountains sprayed cool water, while vendors sold cooled wine from underground cisterns. The Colosseum was designed for comfort as much as spectacle, keeping 50,000 people cool, fed, and entertained through long summer days. Afternoon brought special exhibitions. Dwarf gladiators called pugiones fought each other or wild boars, their small size creating comic contrast. Women gladiators occasionally appeared, though rare and controversial. These novelties kept the crowd engaged between major contests. The day's climax came with the Naumachia, a mock naval battle that demonstrated the Colosseum's versatility. Workers opened sluice gates from underground aqueducts, flooding the arena to a depth of 4 feet. 36 ships with armed combatants then battled across the flooded floor, their movements constrained but dramatic. This engineering feat awed even hardened Romans. As evening fell, Titus addressed the crowd from his podium, distributing gifts and grain. Torches illuminated the arena, casting flickering shadows across the tired but exhilarated faces. The emperor's generosity cemented his popularity, while the Colosseum established itself as Rome's ultimate stage. Yet beneath the triumph lay complexity. Gladiators were expensive investments, often criminals or slaves trained for years in Ludus schools. Most survived their contracts, gaining fame and fortune. The Colosseum represented not just violence, but Roman efficiency, engineering, organization, and the ability to entertain an entire city simultaneously. The structure itself was a triumph of concrete and travertine. 4 stories of arches, Doric, Ionic, Corinthian, and Corinthian pilasters, created visual rhythm. Statues filled the niches, and decorative fountains cooled the air. Every detail served both function and beauty. Rome's women found the Colosseum particularly appealing. Freed from domestic duties, they attended in large numbers, cheering favorites and placing bets. Senators complained about the noise and distraction, but the games became essential to Roman identity. Foreign visitors marveled at the scale. Greek ambassadors, Egyptian traders, and Parthian envoys witnessed spectacles impossible in their own cities. The Colosseum projected Roman power as effectively as any legion. Night brought quieter spectacles. Acrobats, musicians, and poets performed under torchlight. The crowd, sated with food and wine, lingered in the cool evening air, reluctant to leave the day's magic. As the final torch was extinguished, the Colosseum stood empty under starlight. Tomorrow would bring more spectacles, more engineering marvels, more proof of Rome's supremacy. For 100 days, Titus ensured the Flavian amphitheater would never be forgotten. Standing here looking back nearly 2 millennia, it's impossible not to marvel at the ambition. The Colosseum was more than a building, it was Rome itself, practical, spectacular, and unyielding. A machine for entertainment that ran on engineering, organization, and imperial will. If there's another city, another time, or historic scene you'd like to see brought back to life, let me know in the comments. Thank you for joining this journey into the past.